What is going up, guys? This is the Flame Spot here, and we are back with another OP RPG paper games video. Now, if you remember last time we left off, we got a bit of a trouble on this particular map that we're on right now, and so we had to go back to the first map, retrain some more, get some healing, get some gold, restore my health, so that I can be strong and ready for this map right here. Now, we are... the same problem is still here. I see the boat is still around, which means that Smee, although he might be on the boat hasn't left, so we might be lucky enough to catch up to him. Or maybe the boat might get away at the last minute, or we might just get wiped out again and I'll have to think of something else to get to the boat. Who knows? Anything could happen. So, we're gonna start at the start part. We're just gonna go straight into it. And you can see that our first thing that we have is the Swamp Frog. So, if you remember, last time I had my TCG element incorporated. So I have my Frog card and then my Swamp modifier. So the Frog itself regularly has 4 HP, 2 attack, 0 defense, and 2 speed. However, the modifier gives it 2 more health, 1 more attack, 1 more defense, and 1 more speed. So the Swamp modifier is actually quite a lot, and it could change it. Now, if you remember, whoever goes first has the highest speed. Looks like the Frog does. So he's going to go first and attack me for 3 attack. Now, I have 1 defense, and that seems to be it. So I take 2 damage. So right now I'm at 9 health. It's a little bit hard to see, but I'm at 9 health, 1 defense, 3 attack, 2 speed, and 9 gold. And day whatever that is right now. What is that? 39? Yeah. So, basically, he attacks me. I take 2 damage. I'm down to 7 HP. I attack him. I should do 2 damage as well. However, his ability is a roll a die. If I roll a 1 or a 2, then he dodges it. So 3. Boom. I did 2 damage to him. Man, my attack right now is just really, really low for these monsters. I hope I can get something that can up my attack later on. So he has 4 HP, he attacks me, I take 2 damage, I'm now at 5. I'm going to attack back. Let's see, oh, you didn't see it, that was a 5. Yeah, you just have to trust me on that one, I rolled a 5. So that means I did 2 damage, so now he has 2 HP left. Now if this was just a regular frog, I would have completely destroyed it by now. However, the modifier gives it 2 more health, so now it's going to attack me for 2 damage, I now have 3 health. Which means I can only take 2 more attacks from him. So, now I'm going to attack him again. 5, boom. So the Swamp Frog is dead, and I gained 2 gold. So I actually, on here, I wrote my gold down here. I'm also going to write my days. So 1 day for attacking it, and I'm just going to add +2. And then I'm going to do minuses whenever I use the gold, or anything like that happens. So I can just go back and forth. Cool. So 1 day, I have 3 health right now, so I'm going to use, let's see, if each medicinal herb gives me 3 HP, then I'll use 2, so that will bring me back up to 9 health, so I won't have to change my health counter, and I have 9 health, back again, along with that extra 2 gold. Now, I can either defeat the Swamp Rabbit, which is guarding an item up there. I wonder what that item is. Looks like, let's see, what is that item? So it says torch, which says burns objects. And then also I will get a medicinal herb if I defeat the rabbit and get the chest. I'm just going to go ahead and look at the stats of the rabbit. It says Swamp Rabbit, so it means I have to put on the modifier. So if you remember, the rabbit was like the weakest of all. He'll get a defense, 2 attacks, so I'll only do 1 damage to me every single time it hits me. I'll go first. However, I'll have to hit it 3 times, which means I will take 3 damage within this fight. And is that really worth? I guess that would be worth a medicinal herb since I get an extra one, and then I also get a torch. So yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to attack the killer rabbit. Like, I just went through the whole entire logistics in my head right now, so I'm going to attack it first, so I do 2 damage, so now it's down to 3, it attacks me, it'll do 1 damage to me since I have the 1 defense, so I'm at 8 health, I attack it again, it adds 1 health, it attacks me, I have 7 health, and I attack it again, and it is dead, giving me, what is that, 3 gold? Reward 3 gold, yep. So I'm going to gain 3 gold, plus a medicinal herb from the chest, which I am just going to immediately use, so I have 10 health. I'm going to rework the inventory system in a later upcoming video, so I'll just make sure that I remember I have 10 health right now. You know what, I'll even just write it down here, so it'll just be easier. Health, I promise you I can spell 10. So we're going to start now with 10 health. That would be another day for fighting the rabbit, and another day for opening up the chest. Basically every action is a day, and days are going to matter in the future, so if you're playing along, make sure that you have enough days, or you don't use that many days, because that might affect future decisions. However, I also get that mushroom type looking object, which I said before, it is a torch, which burns objects, so I'm going to put a torch in my inventory. Let's see, pop, and move the killer rabbit off the screen. So now we defeated the frog and the killer rabbit, and now we have the pyromaniac. So this guy sounds tough, and he has no modifiers onto him, since it doesn't say swamp on it, it just says pyromaniac. And let's look at his stats. So he has 9 HP, that's a lot of health. That means I'm gonna have to attack him 5 times in order to actually defeat him. And he has an ability which says if it rolls an even, then he does 1 extra attack from burn damage. However, if I kill him, then I get 2 gold, and if I roll an even, then I get an extra torch. However, so this guy is really, really tough. And keep in mind I already have 1 torch, and I just want to know what this is up here. So, these little cross-out thingies, I guess, I think they're like piles of hay or something blocking the way, which you need a torch to burn down objects that block your way. If you remember in map 2, there was a fallen tree, and I'm pretty sure you could have used the torch in order to actually burn that down. So we have something else obstructing our path, so we can use a torch to burn it down. However, there's 2 things obstructing our path. Just looking on ahead, looks like that there is another thing that's going to obstruct our path. However, if we go up here and defeat this rabbit, that will get another torch. So instead of fighting this pyromaniac, underneath of it, it says you get 1 torch minus 3 gold. So that means I can hire the pyromaniac to burn through one of these things, or burn through as many of them as I want, as long as I pay 3 gold first. So instead of fighting him, I'm going to pay him, and I'm going to just, I'm just going to X out 3 gold, plus 3 gold from that I gained from the rabbit. Have him burn through this one little layer right here, so I'm going to erase through that. And then I'm going to use my other torch to burn through the next layer that's blocking the way. So now I have nothing blocking the way. I'm getting rid of my torch. I still have 11 gold, 10 health. Hiring the pyromaniac costs 1 day, and burning through the other one costs another day. So now it's been through 5 days, and I am up to the ogre. Now it's just a regular ogre again. This is like the ogre from episode 2 in the spider wood. So let me get my card for him, since I have to fight him. There's no way around it. I have to fight him. So he has 7 HP and 4 attack. Okay, this is going to be a tough battle. Let's see. So I feel like it would be great if I attack him, and then I'm going to pull back, and then I can go back into attacking him. Now, this is another incorporation to our rules. Basically, every single episode there's going to be a new rule of some sort, so you have to stay tuned. This is going to call in the element of fleeing in battle, so we'll get into that whenever I need to. So, I have 10 health, he has 1 speed, I attack first, so I'm going to do 2 damage to him. He has 5 HP right now. He's going to do a whopping 4 attack on me, and so my 1 defense is going to take away 1 of those, so that's 3 damage. So now I'm down to 7 health. I'm going to attack him again. He's going to have, since he has that 1 defense, so I do 3 damage. He's going to, 5 minus 2 is 3, so he's going to have 3 health. He does me for another 3, and I'm going to have 4 HP. So I won't have to run away this battle. I'll still explain it after the battle though. So I have 4, he has 3, I attack him again, he has 1, he attacks me, I have 1, and now I attack him again, and I killed him. So I gained 4 gold for that, for killing him, and I have 1 HP, which is really bad since I... Actually, you know what? Look, I can either go face the Swamp Rabbit or I can go to a merchant up here. So I'll just go ahead and start using my curative. So I can use all 3 of them to restore me to full health. So now I have 10 HP again. So I don't have to change anything on that. And then that was another day for battling the ogre and another day for using all those curatives. So yeah, so basically I am right here, ogre's dead. I can either go across the bridge, on which I can face a swamp mercenary, or I can go to this side, which over here there's a item after I defeat a swamp frog, which gives me an anecdotal herb. Or I can go up here and buy some items. Looks like I can buy anecdotal herbs and a new type of weapon, it looks like, which... Let's see, go down here, it says wooden sword. So a wooden sword is going to increase my attack. Over here I have it, attack plus 5. My current weapon is attack plus 3. This one's plus 5, so that's going to be definitely worth it to get that. However, now I'm going to explain the rule for running away in battle. So let's say if I knew I was going to be defeated, and I wanted to run away out of battle, use some curatives and then go back in. Then I would roll a die whenever it's my turn, and if I roll an even number, then you escape. So this was a 5, so it was an odd number, so that means that I wouldn't escape. And then it would be the enemy's turn, and they could attack you and do more damage. So this is a very risky thing. You have a 50-50 chance, basically, or you can flip a coin. Heads would be you run away, tails would be you lose your turn. So it's just a very risky thing on running away. But if you run away, then the enemy that you faced will have the same amount of health when you left him, and you can go away, use some of your curatives without being in battle, and then go back to face him. Then with the same health, you with the now new health with the extra curative. So now that that's out of the way, we can now go up. I'd rather not fight this swamp rabbit right now. I'd like to go to the store first. So let's see what I can get. Alright, so in the shop, like I said before, I have an anecdotal herb and a sword. Problem with the anecdotal herbs is that they actually don't heal any health back. They only cure poison, which poison won't affect me for the rest of the map, I think, unless Swamp Rabbit, no, we face that, he doesn't do poison damage, and I'm pretty sure a mercenary probably won't do damage either. Poison damage either. It's mainly just have to deal with the spiders whenever I have to face them. So I won't actually give myself, or I won't buy any anecdotal herbs, but I am going to buy that wooden sword. So that is 8 gold. So I have 15 gold right now. I'm just going to cross all that gold out, and now I'm going to be left with 7 gold. So I'm going to get rid of my, what was this actually? I forgot what it was. It was like a stick, or maybe it was a shovel. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was like a cedar branch stick or something. So now I actually have my first real weapon, a wooden sword, which does 5 extra damage, or 5 extra attacks, so I can change my attack from 3 to 5. So boom, now I'm that much stronger. And I feel pretty confident in taking out any other characters. Speaking of taking out other characters, if I look back at the Swamp Rabbit, or Swamp Killer Rabbit, the rabbit will have 5 health and 1 defense, which means I can 2-shot it. I will gain 3 gold if I defeat it. However, I probably want to keep that. I don't want to do that. I think I just want to go on and try to rescue Smee. So I'm going to go back down. Oh yeah, I bought something. So that's an action. Now I'm going to go back down to the Swamp Mercenary, and I'm going to fight it. So For my Swamp Mercenary, I am actually just going to use a Merchant Guard, and then just add the Swamp modifier on him. Now I might make it a Mercenary card, unique Mercenary card, but I just figured that the Merchant Guard looks basically the exact same as a Mercenary. So let me move this over here so you can see him. Now, I could either fight him and just go across the bridge, or I can pay 4 gold to go across the bridge. He's like guarding the bridge. So he has 6 health, he'll have 3 attack, 2 defense, and 2 speed. And his reward is 5 gold. I feel like I can fight him. Now, I don't have any curatives. I'll have to burn through one more thing. However, if I defeat that Swamp Rabbit, I'll get a torch, which means I can go through to get to that dock of it. So I'll just fight him and try to just see if I can go through the consequences of the action. So, I have 10 health, 2 speed, I have 2 speed. So we flip a coin. If it's heads, then I go first. Then if it's tails, then he attacks first. It is heads. Cool. That was a horrible flip. Let me actually flip that again. So, alright, it's tails. I wish I didn't flip that again. So he's going to attack first. He does 3 attack, however, I have 1 defense, so he's only going to do 2 damage to me, leaving me with 8 health. I'm now going to attack with my whopping 5 attack. So since he'll have 2 defense, actually, look at that. He has 2 defense since he's also wearing a leather helmet. That means I do 3 damage to him, bringing him down to half health, so he has 3 HP. I have 8, he does an extra 2 damage to me. I have, simple math, I have 6 HP now, and I attack him back and kill him. So, I now have 6 HP, that costs a day, and I'm going to add 5 gold, so 12 gold. I should have just written 12. So, I defeated the mercenary. Alright, so now I can cross the bridge, and I'm right here, so I can go down, but there's like a little barrier that's blocking the way. It means I need a torch. However, up above the Swamp Rabbit, I have a 1+ torch whenever you defeat him. So I'm going to attack that Swamp Rabbit. So bring back Swamp Rabbit, and I can attack him. I have more speed. I'll go first. I attack. He only has 1 defense. I do 5 damage, so he's going to take 4 damage. He has 1 HP left. He attacks me for 1. I now have 5 health, and now I kill him. So that gives me 3 more gold, plus 3, I'll just do 5 extra day. However, now I gain a torch. So bring that torch into my inventory. Ooh, that's upside down. That's not in my inventory. That's upside down again. Ooh, there we go. So, now that that's done, I'm going to go over here to that area. I'm going to use the torch to burn away that barrier. So I can erase this. And now I reached the end to the harbor where the ship is at. So now I can finally see if I can rescue my friend Smee. So, this has been a pretty great adventure. Map number 3 of my OP RPG. Make sure to leave a comment if you have any other paper game ideas or anything like that. But for now, this is the Flamespot, signing out. Oh, I forgot to add my days too.